Jürgen, just on the FFP and the CAS ruling yesterday, if it leads to like an arms race between the richest owners in football, in world football, do you fear for Liverpool's place in that arms race, despite your position in the game at the moment?
I said I don't know enough exactly for what reason. Now how they came to the verdict or whatever, or what was. Yeah, so I don't know enough. I'm not a lawyer anyway. The thing is, what I said already about in a more common sense, that it's like it will be like this. If we say, okay, come on, forget it, we don't at all have a look at what somebody's spending, then there will be people with a lot of money who will be very, very influential. It's not about revenues anymore. It's not about what you put. If somebody is ready to spend $1 billion a year from his own money, then that's how it is. So we cannot change that. So that's the decision we have to make. And that's why I'm happy, from my point of view, again, raised, educated in Germany, but it's completely different. You have a specific amount of money, work with it. And still Bayern has always the most money, but they work for it. That's how it is. If you qualify for Champions League, you have more money. If you don't, since I'm in Liverpool, it was always the most important thing that we qualify for the Champions League, because for money reasons. So, and if we wanted to buy a player, we had to sell before. So that's how it is, and that's the situation. But I'm not worried for Liverpool in the sense that I think, oh my God, what can we do? I'm really happy that we won the championship this year, to be honest, because it will not be easier in the future if something changes. I like FFP because it gives us a frame where we do it, and I have no idea how it exactly works, but how I understand it, it gives us a frame in which we all have to work, and I'm fine with that. I don't ask for more. Can we change it? No. I thought we cannot change it. If that means now we have to change that, then the future will show what it will mean exactly. I don't know. But it's how I said, for the football, we know in the moment it was not a good day. It was not that you think, but we all should celebrate and say, oh, now and finally everybody can spend as much as he wants. I don't think that's the resumption of the judgment, but I don't know enough about it exactly.
Sorry, guys, just before I go to Andy Dunn, who's the next hand up, could just reminder it isn't 10:30 p.m. this evening.
Oh, yeah.
10:30 p.m. this evening.
When you can write that when the people sleep.
Yeah. Andy Dunn.
And Jürgen, on the FFP, you mentioned about Germany, but I guess the argument against that is that Bayern win the title every year. So is that good for football, that they win every year and that they're always in the Champions League?
No, it's not. It's not good for football. But in Germany, nobody would argue that Bayern deserves. That's how it is. They have good partners, big partners, stuff like this. But even Bayern cannot do what they want. So that's it. It's not cool that Bayern wins it every year. So I don't know when they didn't win the title last time, but it's a while ago. So that's not cool. But you cannot. How is that? If we agree on a specific rule and we say open the gate, do whatever you want, then that's the situation, and we all have to find solutions for that. But when we agree on FFP, and that's what we did, and then you are not happy with FFP afterwards, that makes no sense as well. So there are some rules, and we should just try to stick to it. It's a little bit like in the Formula One. If you open the door for private jets and say, let's see who's quicker, then I think the private jet will still win. So the airplane, the car is in a specific way, so best driver wins. Go. It's about the competition. I don't judge that from as I said again. I'm happy that City can play Champions League. So it's not about that. I don't want them to lose money or whatever. It's just if there are rules, I think it makes sense that we all stick to it and not only some. That's how it is.
Okay, thank you, Andy. Any more from the UK nationals? I've got a hand up from Kimberly. Says here, I'm not sure. Kimberly, you turn your mute off. Yeah,
hello.
Fire away.
Hi, Jürgen. I'm Kimberly from Times in Singapore. So we have a huge Liverpool fan base here, and it's a pity that Liverpool are no longer coming for the ICC because of the pandemic. But, I was just wondering, looking forward to the next season, how do you plan to prepare for your Premier League title defense, given that, these Asian and world tours that have been the norm are off? And, when do Liverpool also hope to return to Singapore.
Did you understand it? Sorry, it was acoustic.
Yeah, sorry, Kimberly, the sound's not great. Yes, I got most of it from the computer. It's with obviously the impact on COVID and tours. When will Liverpool next be able to go to territories such as what are the impacts in terms of planning for next season?
Look, the situation is following that in the past when we did tours, it's always very exhausting for the football team because we have to train. It's our only preseason, and you fly to Hong Kong or wherever. I understand it 100%, and I like it on one side on one hand that we really come where our supporters are already, but it's really intense always. Now we cannot go, and we realize immediately how nice would it be when we can start doing this again, the tours and stuff like this in the preseason, because it's important for the club, it's important for the fan base, and it's exciting as well. On one side, it's just a little bit intense because we have to train as well and do that in most of the time, pretty difficult weather circumstances. And that's it. So, but I don't know. How can I know when that is possible again? I hope very much as soon as possible, rather sooner than later. But we don't know. It's in the moment everywhere the same, and it's a lot of uncertainty around us. And yeah, I think we all wait for a real solution for the situation, and that we can do the things which we never thought about if they are how important they are to us, that we can do them again. And that's one of the things is traveling, of course, but in this specific moment, it's not my biggest problem. I would be happy if we could sort all those things around us, and then traveling comes hopefully soon as well.
Fantastic. Thank you, Kimberly. Paul Joyce next up, and then that's it from this section unless somebody indicates they'd like to ask.
Jürgen, you said in the open press conference that if City hadn't been in the Champions League next season, there would have been no chance for any other team in the league. Does that not pose a problem for you in terms of your own squad strength? Does that not signify that you need to strengthen this summer?
I really don't know, but then now we have a problem. So the thing is, so it was a little bit, well, when you're not the only, I didn't want to say no chance. I said it, I know, but it would have been more difficult. Let me say it like this: it's a bit difficult for me to speak in your language, and you take each word from me like it's written in stone. So we have, of course, every team has a chance, but it would have made life much more difficult. Can we agree on that? Or did you write already the article? Good. And the thing is now, strengthening the squad, you all always do like I just have to ask for, and then somebody opens the well, and then we go. What is that? Strengthening the squad. For strengthening the squad, you need money. We are in uncertain times, and obviously for some clubs, uncertain times mean that we cannot just do what we would do if the times would not be uncertain. So ask me if can we develop this squad? It's probably possible, but only with real money. And we have talents ourselves, big talents, great. We have players who can make big steps in our squad ourselves. But buying now, just go out there and ask, what do you want? Whatever the name of the player is, and we go for it. That's really difficult. It was always difficult. We had not a lot of, we didn't invest a lot in the squad last year. And maybe that's another year. Nobody knew about COVID before. So I really don't understand why the questions are always asked like nobody should care. I hope you all care a little bit more in the moment about with investment, because you don't know what will it be. Happy supporters back in the stadium. If somebody of you knows, great, tell me. Then we can plan with that. But just that's the way how the club is leaded since I'm in, and probably before, since FSG is in. That's the way. If we have money, we will spend. If we don't know if we have money, we probably will not spend that much. That's how it is.